Do you guys have any idea of where I am today? I'm actually in one of the most popular locations worldwide. It's one of my personal favorite too. And so listen up, brides and grooms, chic and trendy couples. If you're interested in nature, eco-friendly boutique hotels, intimate weddings, turquoise sea, well, this is gonna be the perfect sail the veil for you. Because today, we're gonna talk about destination weddings in Tulum and why are they so hot and poppin'? Any better than this? I mean, this is Tulum. And I am just thrilled because today we are with Agnes from Destination Weddings Tulum. Hi, Agnes.
Hi, Moni. Thank you so much for inviting us today. It's an honor for us to participate.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about Destination Weddings Tulum. Do you guys just focus primarily in Tulum weddings? Tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
So we are Destination Weddings Tulum, and we have been established in Tulum for almost 11 years now. So it's been a while, and we focus and specialize in Tulum weddings. I am the senior wedding planner, but not the only wedding planner. So basically we are a very big team, 4 wedding planners and also other team members who work with us in specific areas. Basically this is what we do. We specialize in planning and designing weddings in Tulum, in this paradise.
So Destination Wedding Tulum focuses on planning. And what else do you guys do?
So basically we focus on the whole experience for the couples. So we plan, we coordinate the vendors, we make the design, which is also a very important part, and also, of course, the coordination of the big day and other events.
Agnes, why is Tulum just so incredibly chic and trendy and everybody wants to get married in Tulum?
Well, this is basically the main reason that we are here. We are all here actually,
Exactly.
because of the style, because of the vibe, because of this atmosphere. So you have to just take it in, the whole experience, being surrounded by jungle and the ocean while still having kind of a sophisticated environment.
Okay.
Intimate boutique hotels, eco-friendly, great foods, local gastronomy with a twist. This is what makes Tulum so special. Here in Tulum, we don't really have all-inclusive resorts.
I was going to ask you that, like on the hotel strip of Tulum. This is a good question, guys. If you are considering Tulum, think about this. Is there any like all-inclusive big venues or big hotels on the hotel strip of Tulum?
So this is, I think it's a very good question that you're asking because so many
time.
people wonder
Right.
about this. So there is no all-inclusive resort in the hotel zone of Tulum on the coast, although there are some closer to Tulum on the way to Playa del Carmen.
So you can have that option too.
You can have, of course, and you can even think of having an all-inclusive yet having your wedding in Tulum. That could always be an option. But if you want to have the whole Tulum experience and stay in Tulum, you will not find these all-inclusive resorts. Small, intimate boutique hotels, this is kind of the general atmosphere in Tulum.
And that's the major difference between getting married in Riviera Maya or Cancun. This is more of like a hidden spot.
Exactly, and I think there are couples for all different kind of spots, and the couples who enjoy being in this intimate atmosphere, they would love to come here in Tulum and get married.
Just Mexico has so much to offer.
Exactly.
What kind of bride and groom fit in the Tulum wedding atmosphere? What do you think would be? If you had to describe them both, how would they be?
I think Tulum, probably it's not a destination for everyone, but those who fell in love with the place, for sure they love it. Who are they? I think mostly those couples, they are, of course, they want to be connected to nature. So this is something very important for them when they celebrate their wedding, to be close to nature. Another important thing for them is to be connected to the local culture. So the couples who come here, they are very interested in the Mayan culture, the local gastronomy, and also the special locations that we have here. For example, the cenotes, these famous deep water wells that we have here. Those kind of person who just enjoys this kind of organic, simple elegance that Tulum has to offer. This kind of luxury lies in this simplicity.
Oh, I love that.
And this barefoot luxury, exactly.
It's a barefoot luxury.
It gives you such a great experience of being out of the city and being in a small town, close to the nature, by the beach.
When I think of a Tulum wedding, I think of a boho bride. Is that right?
Well, when you think about Tulum, it's hard to imagine here brides with very heavy dresses. The bride as well wants to feel like just, you know, breeze running through the gown and beach waves and something very I would say simple yet elegant and something very lightweight. Boho, I think, is a good way to describe the style of many of the couples who come here to Tulum. Nothing over the top, yet it's also possible, but I would say couples generally who come to Tulum, they just enjoy this organic kind of setup.
I love that. And also something that you mentioned was using local products. And in weddings, it's one of your priorities here in Tulum, right?
The restaurants here in Tulum are aiming to use as much as local products and fresh produce and ingredients as they can. If you have your wedding here in Tulum, there will be high chances that all the ingredients for your dinner is going to be sourced here locally. Another detail, super important, so many times the brides, they don't want to do something so different to this natural background and want to just kind of go with it and add something to it. Using local flowers and plants and just simple candlelight, it kind of just adds a little bit more to its already beautiful surrounding.
That's like really connecting you to nature. Like we did right here with the set. I mean, we didn't do much. It's just a natural beauty. You add a little chair here and there. But just itself, Tulum, everywhere you look, they're just stunning, epic backdrops. Agnes, I think one of the things that I personally love is the fact that weddings here in Tulum, I don't want to repeat the word over and over, but I think I have to. It's just the intimacy, how intimate these ceremonies can really be, where you like strongly connect with your loved ones.
Intimacy is the right word, because when you do your wedding, you just want to be surrounded by your loved ones and you want to share the whole experience of the place, the venue and the town with them. We usually do weddings here between like from 10 to like 150.
Or an elopement.
Or an elopement for sure. But we rarely do weddings for more than 150 guests just because the locations are so small. It's very intimate.
And that's what, when I say the connection, is you're bringing people from all over the world to be here with you. The most important people of your life, and just being connected to nature with no distraction, but just this is what I call like the real Tulum essence, right?
Yeah, you know, this is something very special about Tulum as well. When you come from a big city, you just want to disconnect. You just want to enjoy and be present in the moment. And I think a lot of people who love to get married in Tulum, who love this location, is because they also enjoy the possibility to being unplugged for a little while.
And you just said it, you know, there's hotels or there's locations where the Wi-Fi is a bit limited, which is a good thing for those couples that are interested in this type of atmosphere.
We are kind of in the jungle, which is also great about Tulum. So, you know, there are some things that you just need to embrace. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is low, be present in the moment and enjoy it with your loved ones. So what else would you need when you are here? In the ceremonies, sometimes the couples, they even request their guests not to use their phones, not to be filming them.
And not distracted and not worrying about taking the photo because you have a photographer on board, but that you really connect with what they're saying, that you're listening to the vows, and that is what an unplugged ceremony is. And they're more popular here in Tulum, right?
Very popular here.
Agnes, and now that you mentioned ceremonies, tell me about the very well-known Mayan ceremonies here in Tulum.
So Mayan ceremonies here in Tulum, of course, when very connected to the local culture, they take place in Mayan language. So sometimes what we say is we prefer to do a spiritual or cosmic ceremony, which is also connected to the pre-Hispanic culture. So there's a shaman who would prepare an altar for you where the ceremony takes place. At first, he would cleanse you with some copal, well known as an essence of Tulum, because this is a smell that you would smell in most of the restaurants here. So it has an cleansing effect that the shaman would use before you start the ceremony, asking for permission from Mother Earth, making some very important offerings to the sea, such as seeds and flowers. A cosmic ceremony, you know, we can all connect to that, we can all relate to that, yet it's something specific from the region. So this is something very unique and very special to this area.
Agnes, and besides the big wedding day, tell me about the real thing that goes on with a pre-wedding event and post-wedding events for all the guests.
Well, I think when you make a destination wedding, it's kind of important for you to spend as much time as you can with your guests. And also your guests are coming here for a couple of days. So I think you need to take advantage of that. And many couples actually they do. And they do an event before the wedding and also sometimes after the wedding. You can do a welcome party, a more formal rehearsal dinner, and let's say a farewell brunch.
And we all know that Tulum nightlife, it's quite an adventure.
Usually I would recommend to try one of these jungle side restaurants that Tulum is also so famous for, to have, let's say, the welcome party there, and then maybe go to one of the bars to have a few drinks there with your guests.
What can you tell me about the music here?
Tulum has a very exciting and vibrant scenario for music. When you do one of your events in one of those jungle side restaurants, if you're lucky, you are going to hear one of those amazing musicians playing there.
Agnes, what would be one of the best piece of advice that you can give all these couples that are probably planning on having a wedding here in Tulum?
So, number one advice for all the future couples is to come and visit. Because what is the best way, what can be possibly better than just coming down to Tulum and see it for yourself? See if it's a good fit for you, see if you just fell in love with the place. I think it's very important, obviously for all locations, no matter where you get married. But Tulum is a particular place, and top recommendation, make a visit here, come down, check out the locations, meet with some vendors, and just kind of have a general feel of this place, and just make sure that it's a good fit for you.
It's a good fit for you and also possibly for your guests, right?
It's super important also that your guests have the most amazing experience when they come here to Tulum. So you want the best for them, and you need to make sure that it's a good fit for them as well.
Agnes, as we always say here in Sail the Veil, first you choose your wedding date, then you choose or you hire your wedding planner expert in destination weddings in Tulum, and then the venue.
You are so right. Venues like Jashita, for example, it's a perfect embodiment of all the factors and all the characteristics of Tulum that we talked about.
It has it all.
It has it all. It's in the nature, it's intimate, it has its simple, natural elegance and luxury to it that we all love about Tulum. It has very great food, fresh and local ingredients. So to have a perfect Tulum experience, this is a perfect place.
Agnes, I loved having you here today in Sail the Veil, and I love all the information you gave us and how you made it so clear of what a Tulum wedding should be like, right? Thank you so much.
Well, Monique, thank you so much for inviting us. It really has been a pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed this Tulum experience.
I sure did. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go back to Cancun.
We'll stay here.
Thank you so much. This was Agnes, and she is a senior wedding planner at Destination Weddings Tulum. I want to thank everybody for watching us. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and I'll see you on our next video of Sail the Veil.